Hey you guys, it's Britt. Today we're here to talk about this article that just came out, and it highlights Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Nina beauty influencer and kind of what's been going on with both of them. I wanted to share this. It literally just came out yesterday, so I feel like I'm kind of current on what's going on since I've moved and we've gotten all settled in and stuff. So yeah, this just came out. I'll have a link down below, but we're going to go through it together. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Alright you guys, so did I just cut my hair yesterday and now it's already tied back again? Yes, but in my defense, we gave Axel a little spa day yesterday and I needed it out of my way, so totally random side note. But this article says, Gypsy Rose Blanchard's feud with Nina, a beauty influencer, doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. As The Blast reported, the TikToker has been following Gypsy's story and posting videos about her since she was released on parole in December. The feud gained widespread attention earlier this week after Gypsy hopped on her TikTok stories and claimed Ken wouldn't touch Nina with a 10-foot pole. The video has since gone viral, with many social media users taking the audio and creating their own content. After seeing the ongoing feud between Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Nina, The Blast spoke exclusively with the beauty influencer, who claims the ex-convict is narcissistic. I want to add right here, as some of y'all might know, if you've been around my channel for a long time, I've always said I'm not super comfortable with getting on video and diagnosing people as a narcissist or a psycho or a sociopath or whatever. I do think that some of these behaviors can seem one way, but I'm not a mental health professional, so something might seem narcissistic, but as far as diagnosing people, I don't feel comfortable doing that. But obviously Nina has her own opinions, but I did want to put that in here because I'm sure some of y'all are sitting there thinking, oh, well, you've said, you know, you don't diagnose people, blah, blah, blah. So it's just another example of we can all make our own content, but I do agree that some of the things that Gypsy has displayed do seem like they might fit into that box. It continues and says, initially Nina said she thought Gypsy had been wrongfully charged, but then she watched the police interrogation and found out that she is believed to be a victim of Munchausen by proxy, which is when the beauty influencer shifted the focus of her videos, claiming she needed to disassociate herself from her having her mother killed. She used an autistic man with multiple special needs and mental health issues to do her dirty work. She tries to separate herself, Nina told The Beast exclusively, referring to Nicholas Godejohn, who is spending life in prison with no eligibility for parole for murdering Gypsy's mom. And that's what I've always said. I don't think that you know, Nick or Gypsy should be celebrity status or anything like that, but I do believe that Nick deserves to have a fair trial. Bare minimum, get him a fair trial. Shortly after her release, Nina did some sleuthing and discovered who Gypsy's ex was. She then made a video in January claiming the ex-convict was in communication with Ken and predicted that she would leave her husband, Ryan Anderson. She also claimed that Gypsy and Ken were seeing each other behind her husband's back. While Gypsy denies the cheating claims, she and Ryan announced their separation earlier this year, and Gypsy is now dating Ken. After seeing the videos, Gypsy blocked Nina in early February, but then unblocked her in March and showed up on her For You page, the beauty influencer told The Blast exclusively. The ex-convict then messaged Nina directly after seeing a live that the beauty influencer posted, trying to explain all her lies to Nina. And this is the other thing. As a commentary channel myself, and I can obviously only speak for myself in this situation, I'm not going to accept or communicate with people that I'm covering on a normal basis. I think that is, for me, that's where bias content can come into play, and I don't need to talk to you. Do what you do publicly, and then I'll react to it. And if you send me a message, I might, you know, say that you sent me a message, but as far as like going back and forth in DMs or communicating with people that I want to give unbiased content on or about, I'm not here to talk to you. I will respond to what you're doing on my own channel. It continues and says, I was trying to give Gypsy the benefit of the doubt and told my followers, let's see if she has really changed, Nina told The Blast. I told everyone to let her actions speak for her. Only time will tell if she's changed. Everyone was mad, but I felt as if maybe she would be accountable and become a success story. And I think a lot of us, sat back and said, well, what's going to happen? You say you don't want to be a celebrity, then don't have a public presence. Don't jump on live streams with Jeffree Star. And Jeffree himself is a fraud, in my opinion, because he was sitting there a few months ago saying, oh, Gypsy, don't kill the next one. See you on the next documentary. So now you're all lovey-dovey on this live stream a few months later. None of these people have any backbone. That's the problem. While Gypsy requested Nina to keep the physical messages private, she said she wouldn't mind if the beauty influencer spoke in the context of what the two discussed. However, Nina told The Blast that she later discovered Gypsy had shared the messages with a friend, so Nina posted the messages on her social media page. She also noticed that Ken was consistently watching her lives and commenting on her posts. He even invited her out for drinks on a regular basis, per the beauty influencer, and she said she never responded. He then asked if we could discuss this via phone. I gave him a Google Voice phone number, and he said he and Gypsy are only friends, and he wants me to give them grace. After chatting, he once again asked Nina out for drinks, but she said she ignored the invitation, so then made a video about Ken's request, telling her fans she would never go out for drinks, shortly after Ken blocked her. I mean, you have to know, if you're gonna sit there and invite her out for drinks, do you think that's gonna just be some, little secret that's never exposed or talked about? Ken seems like he is about as bright and intelligent as his girlfriend, Gypsy. As for Gypsy, she once again blocked Nina about a month ago, but it was short-lived as she unblocked Nina 2 days later. She was all in my comments like some strange lovers, so I blocked her, Nina claimed. Fast forward to earlier this week when Ken went live on social media bashing Nina, who saw the live and took to the comment section. Aren't you the guy that kept inviting me out, she asked, which is when Gypsy made her recent video claiming she is not threatened by Nina, and her man wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. That whole video that went viral, it just, for me, it really encapsulated how immature and childish Gypsy Rose is. And as a reminder, nobody wants Ken, because let's be honest, if you have to resort to writing women in prison, that's not really somebody that I would want to be chasing after. And in all fairness, the same applies to Ryan Anderson. These are not people that I personally would be envious of, but that's just my opinion. It continues and says, Nina told The Blast that she has told Gypsy multiple times to stop posting about her if she doesn't want people to know she is a fraud because her page exposes her. I've literally given her the handbook on how to not look crazy on the internet, she told The Blast exclusively. I've come to the conclusion she is narcissistic, pretentious, and unstable. It's like watching a plane crash, but you can't look away. The Blast has reached out to Gypsy Rose for comment multiple times, but has yet to hear back. And of course, Gypsy's not going to respond to this. She's not going to say anything. She'll throw shade in a upcoming TikTok and act like she's so unbothered. There's a few comments. One person said, sounds like Nina is also enjoying riding the social media coattails, all for her own publicity, in my opinion. Good for her for calling her out. Enough with these publicity stunts. What business is it of Nina's or anybody else? Gypsy got messed up by her mom, dad, doctors. Anybody else that didn't recognize simply ignored what she was being put through. But here's again the thing that people failed to recognize is Gypsy has come out and decided to be a public figure. And I've always said I can acknowledge that she did not have a fair childhood, and I'm not here to say what she went through was fabricated or it was exaggerated, because I wasn't there. But her decisions post-prison release have fed the media circus because she cannot stop. She won't stop herself because she has no self-control, and she's very immature, and I think that she loves the attention. You have to be really careful with people in life that love attention to this level. I think all of us, like, you know, you put something out and you like to get complimented on it and it feels good. But as far as the type of attention that she's seeking, that tells me that she's still very immature and she likes whatever attention she can get. As a side note, to close out this video, I want to say that I am still working on my video on Blanchard, and that will be coming. It kind of like went to the back burner because, you know, we were dealing with the move and everything like that. So I will pick that up again. And I was thinking about doing a video on Kate. I will link Kate's TikTok in this description box, but Kate and Gypsy have, you know, kind of got this thing going on too. Like, Gypsy's feuding with everybody. My opinion on Kate and Gypsy is just, it's frustrating that people just can't make their own content. You know, there's claims that Gypsy is taking things from Kate's story and now using it for her own current day, and it's just unfortunate that, you know, we can't all just tell your own story, stick to the facts. If it gets viewed, it gets viewed. If it doesn't, I don't know. It's just a little frustrating, but either way, we'll see what happens with that. But I think that's enough for today. So if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.